Alright, here we go with number one, where all three rhythms are the same this week. We're just increasing the difficulty by increasing the amount of chords being used. So hopefully, like the plan is to make this rhythm, you got it so well that you can just move your left hand wherever and you're fine. So here we go, number one at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Done. And at the 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. And I just remembered. So you did well with playing to the metronome with the subdivision on, so hearing the down and the upbeat. So I think a good thing for you to do this week is at least half the time practice with your eighth note subdivision on and then take it off. So like maybe you do a speed with the subdivision on, get that, and then take the subdivision off, and then kind of go back and forth as you slowly climb up with the metronome there. I do know with your metronome you can change the subdivision. I don't remember how easy it is, but let me know if you got any trouble with it. Alright, number 2, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Done. If saying the count while you play number 3 proves to be too much of a pain in the butt, don't worry about it. Just get it down. I mean, being able to count all of number 1 as you go from 60 to 120, that means you know the rhythm. So don't concern yourself too much with counting the rhythm here, because there's a lot to think about. Alright, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see, what was the theory stuff? Yes. Doing the suspended chords now. So, I do believe you finished writing in all the triad shapes, which is good. And you started the suspended fours. So doing the suspended fours first or before the suspended seconds is a good thing because it's easier to do those. You just want to be careful of the 2 locations where a suspended 4 cannot occur. It will be an altered version of 1. And same thing with the suspended 2s. There will be 2 locations where you can't just have a straight suspended second. It will be an altered version. And when doing all the suspended 4s, you're looking for the 3rd or flat 3rd interval in the chord shape and raising it up to the next note and key. For the suspended seconds, you do the same idea of finding the 3 or the flat 3 and lowering that to the next note and key. The issues occur where the difficulties occur doing that when the note that needs to be changed is an open string. So when you come across something like that, you'll have to rebuild part of the chord in order to get all 3 notes necessary. And yes, when doing this, use as many of the same strings as possible For example, in the C major chord we had 5 strings to begin with. It is possible to use all 5 strings for the sus2 and sus4. However, another chord that might be using 5 strings, maybe you can't use all 5 strings when you do the sus2 or the sus4 counterpart. So try to do it. It needs to be a shape that you can actually play. So make sure you can play it. If you can't, if it seems like it's too much of a pain in the butt, cut out duplicate notes. And I hope that makes sense. And we'll find out next week, or you can just send me an email, send me a message, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you next week.